Now I also request Dr.H.K.Chopra, the organizing chairman of this conference, to please give his welcome address. Dr. H.K.Chopra ji.
Her Holiness Raja Yogini Dadi Hirday Mohini ji, Additional Chief of Brahma Kumari Headquarters, Your Excellency, Governor of Madhya Pradesh, Shri R.N. Yadav ji, our chief guest this afternoon, Sister Avdesh Ben, Sheelu Ben, our special guest this afternoon, Dr. Jayashree Mehta, President of Medical Council of India, and our President-elect of American Heart Association, Dr. Mark Krieger, as our special guest, Dr. Naveen Sinanda, International President, as well as representing President of API, Dr. S.K. Parashar, Chairman Scientific Committee, and our various guests of honor, Dr. Vimuri Murthy from US, Dr. K. Venugopal, President of CSI, Mr. A.K. Khanna, Mr. V. Ramadas, Brother Pradap Midda, Dr. Rakesh Gupta, Satish Gupta, our sister Shivani, BK Brother Banarsi Lal Shah, Executive Secretary, Medical Wing, dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, faculty from India and abroad, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a great pleasure and honor indeed for me to be here on the occasion of inaugural function of 9th World Congress on Clinical Preventive Cardiology and Imaging, being organized by various national and international organizations and hosted by none other than BK headquarters. As I mentioned to you yesterday, that this is the 9th World Congress, and the birth of World Congress took place right here 9 years ago. I welcome you all, ladies and gentlemen. I remember the words of John F. Kennedy, I quote, and he said, "Greater our knowledge increases, greater our ignorance unfold." I unquote. Today's conference is being organized in that direction. Ladies and gentlemen, I must mention to you that everyone who is attending this conference likes this venue. Let us give a big applause for BK headquarters and for our chief guest. And I request all of you to give a standing ovation to our Governor, His Excellency, for coming all the way from Madhya Pradesh and all the dignitaries on the dais. I am sure with the guidance of Ministry of Health, Government of India, we may achieve heart attack eradication below the age of 70 in India, fulfilling the theme of the World Heart Day, healthy heart, healthy environment. Ladies and gentlemen, our environment is our extended body. You and me are the expression or manifestation of an internal environment, what we call as microcosm, and external environment, what we call as macrocosm. There is a very nice expression which I would like to mention. As is the microcosm, so is the macrocosm. As is the universal body, so is the cosmic body. And as is the universal mind, so is the cosmic mind. As is the atom, so is the universe. Healthy heart is not a material world. It is something beyond. We have to understand. We have to change our perception of understanding on the heart and mind connection. Our environment is like a cosmic computer. Then who is the programmer? The programmer is our mind. If programmer is the mind, then what are the terminals of the cosmic computer? The terminals are 60 trillion cells of our body and 6 trillion chemical reactions occurring every second, right now, in every one of us. What is the dynamic force which controls this whole gamut? The dynamic force is nothing but a unified field, what we call as consciousness. It is this field which conceives, which perceives, which constructs, which governs and control everything. We have to have a balance of this if we really want to have a healthy heart. Ladies and gentlemen, this prana or this vital force or this dynamic force is synonymous mystically, mythically, alchemically, archetypally, etymologically, emotionally, biochemically, psychologically, cosmologically, protonically, electronically, bosonically, and even at the level of the quantum soup. Where do we originate? Where does our heart originate? Not what we see as a physical doctor. Healthy heart is therefore a hologram of this universe, and the whole universe is the hologram of you and me, every bit of us. Just a drop of blood, I know the whole cholesterol of the body. Just one drop of blood, a micro drop, I know the whole hemoglobin of the body. We are not the packages of flesh and bone with the wisps of memory and desire. We are all the web of information and energy interwoven with the emotions and intelligence from the eye of the consciousness and not from the eye of the body and the eye of the mind. Not my words, words of Albert Einstein. See the expression. What was their thought process? The main objective of this conference is we must have a paradigm shift right from heart illness to heart wellness consensus today. There are various features of the Congress. As I came to know, there are about 3,000 delegates registered for the conference. And the most important thing which I like to mention here, that with the help of Naveen, who is the father of cardiology, the whole API's representation is here. We also have a representation for the first time in India, American Heart Association. We are very grateful to you, President-elect Sir, that you are with us today. The prevalence of coronary artery disease, as you all know, is rising very steeply in our country. Despite sophistication in technology of a angioplasty and bypass surgery and devices, the prevalence rate is almost 14%, and the disease is very diffuse in Indians. You heard Dr. Dedwania, metabolic syndrome rising and rampant in the United States, Europe, everywhere, the prevalence is coming down. Unfortunately, most of us are busy in earning money and losing the health of the heart. And then we are busy in losing that money and trying to earn of the heart is gone. We have to change our perception. What are we doing and where are we going? Drastic steps like lifestyle optimization has to come right from the time when a baby is born and not when he is a victim of heart attack and he start going for a morning walk or an evening walk after getting a bypass surgery or angioplasty. It's too late. We have to start school healthy heart initiative. That's the aim. We should do it. Rapid urbanization, globalization is the main key. We had a meeting with AHA President-elect and API President represented by Dr. Naveen Sinanda that the first center, what we call it as WCCPC, a World Center of Clinical Preventive Cardiology and EMS, Emergency Medical Services, will be launched right here. And we will have a support. I had a detailed discussion with Naveen and Dr. Krieger, and we are having a meeting this afternoon. Something will start. You just heard Nirvair Bhai, who mentioned about the Mount Abu heart trial originated from here and has conceived level 1, number 1 in BioMedLib. 20 million articles were in the search engine. This was quoted as one of the best trials. I am really grateful to Satish for taking all the initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, and I will request our Governor, sir, that we must have some funds from the government, not only at a state level, but also the government of India to enhance Global Heart Protection Fund. I am very happy to know that 3 books are going to be launched and released today. One is a simulation in clinical medicine by Dr. Poonam Malhotra. Second is Women in Heart, published by JP Group and written by none other than our own Dr. Naveen Sinanda. And the third book is on Journey to Healthy Heart by Dr. Priya Chokalingam. I don't know who she is here. These books will be released. How long we live is all right. How well we live definitely matters. We have to create heart wellness program right from the childhood and not after bypass surgery or angioplasty. In last, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very nice expression, and as by Nirvair Bhai was saying, we must integrate science and spirituality if we want to have a healthy heart. We cannot demarcate spirituality separate and science separate. They are synonymous. I'll give an expression. As is the quantum soup, so is the quartz. As is the quartz, so is the boson. And as is the boson, so is the primordial sound, and so is the vibration energy. And as is the vibration energy, so is the proton, neutron, and electron. And as are the proton, neutron, and electron, so is the DNA. And as is the DNA, so is the genetic coding in DNA. And as is the genetic coding, so is the perception. So is the thought. So is the interpretation. So is the experience. So is the choice. And as is the choice, so is the lifestyle. And as is the lifestyle, so is the mind. As is the mind, so is the body. As are the mind and body, so is the health of the heart. Where are we? Where do we originate? I express my gratitude and thanks to our host, Brahma Kumari headquarter, especially B.K. Rajyogini Dadi Janki ji, who is not here due to ill health, and the additional chief of Brahma Kumaris, Dadi Hriday Mohini ji, divine brother Nirvair ji, Dr. Naveen Sinanda, without whom this conference could have not been possible. The whole international faculty, he takes the charge, he takes the responsibility. Dr. S.K. Parashar, to whom I call as a live wire, he does not agree with me many times, but he passes a very humorous comments many times. He's a big inspiration for me, and a very humble man who really worked really hard for the meeting, who is sitting on the second line, is none other than our own Dr. Satish Gupta, a man who deserves a real gratitude for his hard work. We are all the architects of our whole healthy heart with the divinity in it. If there is no divinity, no healthy heart. Sir, from AHA, my words, I'm sure you will take it and take it very seriously, because 40 years we are practicing a allopathic practice of cardiology. We are all the architects. We must follow all the limbs of yoga, whether it's a yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratihara, dharana, or dhyana, or samadhi. When I look at the universe, I become very small. But when I get connected to the universe, or when you get connected to me, I really feel big. That's what my feeling is today, that the whole universe is with me and I am with the universe. Thank you very much for your kind attention and your kind words.
Thank you very much, Dr. H.K. Chopra ji.